Now that we have that failing, let's open up our app.js file and do the simplest thing that could possibly work. Let's copy our import of the strings file so that we have the responses that we want Alexa to respond with. And then we'll copy the show template intent to make our new intent to be the choose quest intent. Copy the name from your test case so that you know you're naming it in the exact same way based off of your test case. You want to build your app based around your test cases. The quest choice intent, and then at the end, instead of a tell, make it an ask. And the same way we did in our test case, define strings.chooseQuest.prompt, comma, strings.chooseQuest.reprompt. Run your Jovo server and run your test cases. This time your test case pass. Awesome. Let's now refactor to make it look a little bit better. Refactoring is changing the code so that it runs more efficiently, but you don't actually change any of the functionality. In this case, we're updating some of the documentation to make it more readable for people debugging our code in the future. You always want to think about the future coder, the guy who has to take your code and make it better. You don't want to put him in a bad place. You want him to be able to read your code like it's a story. Let's set up a second test. That for the second test, we'll run as an integration test through launch, followed by our new choose quest intent. The first test we had built was a standalone test of the new intent we were building, but now let's see if we can route the gamer through our launch and then into the choose quest. Opening up our strings.js file, we can define two more strings for launch. We'll ask them twice what template they want to use. Let's change it out inside of our test case to use the correct launch prompt and launch reprompt. Once they're defined there, we can update the next part by heading over to our terminal. And let's run the terminal. Run our Jovo with Jovo run Jovo run, npm test, and now we've got 4 passing test cases. Now that we've got that passing, let's refactor a little bit more, make it more readable, help them differentiate between the first 2 test cases. And now let's start testing our actual choose quest.